Hello, 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 beautiful, beautiful women, goddesses, spiritual beings. I would like to welcome you into this space. So I am going to invite you to sit down when you have a minute. And when you sit down, let's do it with the intention of really being in sisterhood, connecting to each other, holding hands, sitting on your favorite pillow, sitting on your favorite chair. It might help if you can be kind of standing upright where your back is not against anything so you don't get a little drowsy and you can kind of really be sitting up. And we're going to touch the space beyond the mind, and we're going to go into the space that is really beyond a lot of the thinking space, a lot of the worry space, a lot of the fearful place. So imagine you've been in a movie theater and every day you wake up and you wake up in this movie theater, yeah? And it's the same movie and the movie is so familiar, and you watch this movie and you're in the movie sometimes, you see it, you're in it, you know you're in it. It's like you feel the feeling of the movie and it's so real. It's like if you remember watching like Jaw with the sharks, and like you're in the movie theater and you're like, the shark is going to eat me. Or the Jurassic Park movie. And I remember going to the movies when I was like 10, going to see Jurassic Park in Paris, and then literally thinking a dinosaur was going to come out of the street. Like it was so real. My nervous system believed it. So you might feel like, oh, I wake up inside movie rooms, that's my life, and I try to figure out how can I bring more light and spirituality and consciousness to the movie? How can I create spaciousness where I have awareness and I wake up? So what we're going to do with the angelic realm today and with your connection to source is we're going to try to actually show you the exit to where you can go into a whole other movie room that isn't at all needing you to conquer that first original movie, because that first original movie, you don't even need to fix it. It's like it's living in a frequency where you're trying to battle a disease without the vaccine, and we could just take you up to the other movie room where you could just get the vaccine. Does that make sense a little bit? So we're going to meditate a little bit through that, because we're trying to speak to your whole energy system and not just to your mind. And a lot of things will go through you and rearrange things as we do it through a meditation, a guided meditation. All right. So when we say we do mean, so Alix is a channel for the angelic realm. So sometimes she's like I as her human, her 3D human, and we is the consciousness of the Daniel Dove angelic realm. Cool. Are we good? So I, Alix, do not think of myself as we. I just want to make sure. If you guys know me as a friend, I never speak of myself as we. It's just I. But in this context, when I start connecting to the light, there is we, because they're a collective consciousness. I hope that is totally okay with everybody. All right, my dear beloved, take a moment to really come into your space and inhabit your space and be fully, fully with yourself, where you are pushing out, removing anyone else's energy for now. We're going to take anybody else's energy, and as you close your eyes and sink deep into yourself, you're going to know when we do this and we come around you to clean up your energy, is you're going to know that we just pulled energy off of you and we anchored it into a garden, a beautiful garden that looks like almost a swirl, like a snail swirl, or yeah, one of those snails garden that just in the center is a lot of light, crystals, good loving energy, but we're just choosing to take anyone else's energy you've been carrying and just anchoring it there, and really anchor it several times, pulling energy off of you that does not belong to you, anchor into the swirl. And this is coming through as guidance, as awareness, through a beam of light. You are inside this beam of light, and you stretch your aura out, and you let your aura be like a beautiful, beautiful angel wings, archangel wings, just really stretching. And your archangel wings, you can even stretch your arms if that helps, but they're bigger, 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 bigger than the room you're in. They're so big, they go way up above you into the sky, way, way below into the earth. And on your back, it stretches out your aura, and it allows you to receive so much more light, because the light grows as your energy grows. The bigger your aura, the more, it's like the internet gets faster, right? Like you're downloading more light, you're downloading more truths. As you push your aura out 360 degrees, we're going to anchor it into the earth, the most pristine, powerful, crystal-like earth, soil, rich, organic, really juicy, really nourishing soil. You just get your roots in there, and you get them all the way deep, deep into the center of the earth, and you pull up from the earth light, like a ton of light. Like you deserve all of this light. You deserve all of this support. You go down into the earth as the earth vibration moves up, up to meet you. And you let that liquid gold light move up, up, up your feet, your knees, your hips, and it fills in any sort of lack or holes in your space. It just fills it up like liquid gold can just be thick and like flexible. It's flexible, it will move with you. So just take a moment to go back and witness, be aware. And if you need to stand up to do this, you can, but you're really wanting to feel your energies going down into the earth, and you visualize, feel, sense, and know that energy is moving up, up, up your tree trunk, which is your body, like, yeah. And at the center of this beautiful tree trunk, you don't have a better word for it, but is your heart chakra, and it's emanating light 360 degrees. And you just rest in that space for a moment, and you become aware of just how quiet you are when you're in your heart. You listen to the silence underneath the noise, and it lives in the heart center. And the heart has the ability to just pull back all the electrical currents from your mind down into your beautiful heart. And in your beautiful heart, you have this pulsating light. This pulsating light, like a lighthouse, swirling 360 degrees. Your heart is like that lighthouse that just beams out 360 degrees all the way around, and it's scanning your energy field, just scanning your energy field. And it has this power and this ability to just zap energy that doesn't belong to you, that you don't need, that isn't your highest truth. So it's starting to be there for you when you're in that movie theater, and you're in movie theater 1, where you're still believing in sort of the dark and scary movie, and that sense of coming back into the heart, back into the lighthouse. And that lighthouse is sturdy, it's reliable, it's been there for thousands of years. It protects the ships from crashing against the rocks. You have that lighthouse in your heart. And it's able to sort of guide your way forward, guide your way towards that exit to get out of the movie theater, guide your way to wake up and realize, oh, my human is trying to fix this movie she's watching, not aware of her ability to use her wings, her gift of calling things in through her heart, through her energy. Okay, so let your heart show you one recurring scene. All right, so we're going to take you up a little bit higher. You're going to look down at your life as if you are an angel looking down at your life as a human. Okay, and you're through the angel's eyes. You're going to start to lift off some of those layers. You just peel back some layers, peel back the clouds. You're just peeking down. So you're all the way up into the sky. Okay, you're all the way up there. You're looking down. You can put your chin down if you need to really start to peek down, and you look at your life as an eagle in the sky, just looking down. And you ask the lighthouse of your heart, show me one scene in my life where I really need to wake up and sort of get the vaccine to wake up from that. Just to start to realize how I don't need to keep catching this disease. I can just get the vaccine. I can just take the natural remedies. I can just wake up from that. Let your consciousness just gently show you a bright, bright scene where you kind of get caught up in this labyrinth and you get caught up on this wheel just going around and around and around, and your soul is showing you this movie, this scene, so you can start breathing a little bit and create space around it. Now, your human is gonna have a sense of loss or a sense of attachment. You might even get sort of sad. You might get a wave of emotion as you watch the scene and as you sort of feel like, oh, you feel feelings right now towards that recurring sort of wheel of life you've been caught in. And maybe that's impacted other people, your kids, maybe other people around you have suffered as a result of this. So let yourself just breathe and welcome and accept whatever that movie is showing you that feels like heavy to watch, heavy to witness. But you can just sit in that sacred space in your meditation and breathe and release and let go, and let the sort of the music carry you through this. And just take as long as you need to tune into the silence, the space underneath, all around the pain. There's the pain, and there's a space where you do not feel the pain, but you do feel space and quiet and silence. And as you look for that, as you are that, you tap into your God self. As you detach, as you let go, as you have acceptance, you tap into your God self. And it might be like a really fast elevator to this amazing consciousness that will guide you, that whoa, you might get whooshed into the next movie room where it's not actually a movie room. It's just, there is no more movie room. You're just free. Or you may feel guided that in this freedom, you're connecting straight up, looking up, 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 up to the source of the light. So the lighthouse has light in it, right? It's scanning, helping you wake up, helping you see where you're sort of caught up in things. But you go straight through the light, into the source of the light. So you don't even need the lighthouse when you're one with the light. You get sucked in, up, 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 look up, feel up, go up a tunnel of light. Your consciousness, your awareness is in a ball of light. And you're going up, and this is where we call on the archangels of the light. It can be Michael, Raphael, Metatron, Ariel, Jophiel. There are so many, Raziel, Azrael. You can call on everyone. You can call on Jesus Christ. But you are being whooshed up to the realm where the archangels live, Creator lives, and you go up, up, up. And when you think you've gone high enough, you're going to go even higher, and even higher, and even higher. And you're looking up, feel up, and at some point you get whooshed and sucked up through a pearly white light. And in this pearly white light, it is like down on your knees, humble, selfless, humility, feeling the love of Jesus Christ and Mother Mary and Kuan Yin, or the love of a dog, unconditional love, like you're in a sea of puppies just licking your face, and there's a sense of joy and innocence. And like Creator loves you so much. And we're going to go ahead and create solutions, desires, because we know how much the humans need tangible, like this has been resolved. Yeah? This thing you've been wanting to manifest has shown up. Okay. So instead of asking for things through your 3D heart, your 3D self-will, where things can be hard, things can be slow, when you're up, 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 and your consciousness is up in the sky, you moved way out of your city, you've moved way beyond the sky, you're way up beyond the universe, and you land in this pearly white light, and your heart is a selfless, unconditionally loving heart. There's no greed, there's no wanting. You are one with everything, you have everything. We're still going to make some wishes. So remember that scene you saw yourself in, and you saw your human going around and around like in a little rat bubble going around, those right little wheels. What you're going to do now, and this may not be something you can do first round, give yourself grace if you feel like you need to practice this, but while you're aware of what your 3D human is struggling with, you see it, you see the movie from outside it. You're a being of light in the sky, you're a being of light with Creator, and you're going to pray and ask and feel and see that inside a ball of light, just not that far, it's coming down, it's coming towards, it's like a ball of light. You see yourself with the ideal end result, and it has shown up. So it's like it's going down, dropping from heaven down to the earthling, and you feel like you see it. So this is going to require a little bit of discipline, because you're asking your mind to create a picture of the ideal end result. So, for example, all the credit card debts has been paid off. Like you see it. You take a ball of light and you drop down a new bill that comes in, and the balance is 0. And I just want you to anchor that into your heart of heart, like your highest awakened heart is like, thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm giving you whatever example. I don't know what your first movie was, but in the first movie, your human is trying to do it herself. She's trying to figure out, how do I make it work? How do I make more money? Yeah. But your higher, truest self, the one who doesn't even need to be in the movie room, she's like, we just called in. We saw it. We felt it. We called it in, that it was taken care of. And then we let it go. There's no attachment to time. There's no fear or ego. So the universe cannot resist the request of an awakened heart. It can't. It's like an immediate creation. So practice being aware of the problem, but getting into this heart, like this ascended heart, this, God, I love you. I'm here to be of service to the planet. I I don't even need you to fix this. I don't even want you to fix this. I feel the love of angels. I feel how much they care for me. And my soul that is way beyond, beyond, beyond all of this, she wants to take care of me as the human. And she is blessing me with an ideal end result. So take some time to get into your no self, the no self, like the soul that you are, the spirit that you are, and create an ideal end result that just comes and has shown up and feels like incredible bliss, incredible oneness, incredible unity. So you let your requests be like a train with lots of wagon, and every wagon is just seeped and connected to deep gratitude. So it's like, oh, thank you, it's already been taken care of. And what you see is a new movie. So if you want to meet the love of your life and you're like, I really want to be married to someone wonderful, you're experiencing a bubble of light with inside it is a movie playing of you getting married to the love of your life and feeling the gratitude. And then you hitch another wagon to that, and another ball of light comes in, and that's the next ideal perfect end result. And maybe it's a quick scene. And so you could do this selflessly even more, is you just let yourself get bigger and bigger, you let your aura get really much taller, even higher, and you just let your higher consciousness show you those balls of light with ideal end results. The day I asked for swimming with the dolphin, I did it. I did a blessing ball of light. And I just said, in this lifetime, at some point, I see myself swim with the dolphin in the wild, randomly, not an organized trip, just a random, right? And the very next day, I randomly was kayaking with my boyfriend, and we randomly ran into a dolphin that I swam with for over 30 minutes until I got too cold and I had to get back in the kayak. And it's because those are selfless, unconditional, like quantum prayers. And they're not coming from trying to fix a current problem. When you have a current problem, you're stuck in that movie theater, and we really want you to feel like, I feel compassion for my human. I have feelings around this I need to feel. It could have hurt other people. We feel the feelings through to completion. We honor them. But we've got to be sort of divine enough to remember how to fix this through the divine. Because our human can't fix it on her own. She's tried. So we suck our feelers back in from trying to fix it as a human. Anchor all of that human trying to do it in that swirl, in that labyrinth. You just get it back into the earth and the garden. And let some energy go up from the earth to up, 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 and you go up, up, up into the sky. And you just start to live. If I had all the creativity in the world, and I was super creative, and things flowed through me, and people came to my classes and they loved my stuff, and what would your ball of light be? That's inside the ball of light, it's playing the ideal end result. And there's just from this selflessness of, how does that help them? How does that help my community? How does that help the world? There's a code of selflessness where everything's possible because there's no attachment. So I'm going to keep holding space for you to kind of go through, just to touch. You're just touching and seeing and feeling that it's resolved. And you see a new movie playing in the ball of light. It's done. It's been taken care of. Let it go. You see it, you feel it, you anchor it, and then you let it go. No attachment because it's already manifested. It's already here. You are a radiant being of light. You are so loved. You need not stay stuck in movie theaters trying to fix them. You can just exit, see the happy ending, keep walking, keep being guided, keep staying really available for the divine to create more and more miracles through you, compounding miracles, quantum leaping, just faster, faster, faster. Things are going to start happening much faster as you have such a solid foundation, this foundation of truth. Whatever lasts, whatever has lasting power was made through deep love and was made from truth. So if you see art in Italy or France, or art like meticulous church canvases and tapestries that were made, some people, it was their entire life's work to work meticulously on that piece of art, and it was done with true service, devotion, heartfelt, like there was no ego. It still is around today. Entire buildings made that are still here. And then you take stuff that were made quickly, cheaply, just to make money, just from greed, that did not stand. We don't even know. It's gone. It's not around. So just remember that when you do something from this true energy, it lasts. Like when Daniel Dove made Meditating with Angels, it was in 2010. People still literally download that CD and listen to it today. And they still probably will in 50 years, right? Because it was made from complete, clean service, selflessness, pure energy, right? And no one is asking you today to be like a perfect saint, because none of us are. We're not here for that, or we would not have incarnated in human form. We would have stayed with the light. Why incarnate into a body, right? So it's like you are going to navigate the realm of greed, and everything's going to manifest that you've asked for. And then the virus of greed is going to come in and be like, ooh, don't you want more? Because now that you can do that, you could probably, what else could you do? I mean, if you can manifest all of your bills being paid and you can manifest all of the things you asked for, what else can you do with that? And that's when the virus comes in. Greed doesn't come in when you have nothing. Greed comes in when you start to have everything. And what greed wants to do, it's one of the human design gates, the gene keys, which is gene key 54. And it's greed is what you go through to have ascension and ascend. So I, Alex, heard that they want me to do a masterclass on this because it's such a big topic. But what I will tell you about that is that it's through greed that we experience ascension. So the way that I personally experience it is when I am in this bizarre human lust and lack, and almost like an addictive bodily craving for more of what I've already been getting. So let's say I pray and call in the love of my life. Okay. And he shows up because I manifest really fast. And he's in devotion to me, I'm in devotion to him. We have this sacred union. It's like making love to God. It just next level. Just when you think you had it, you manifest even better. And then the ego comes in and wants to control it, have more of it, crave more of it. Yeah? Greed comes in when you've already been manifesting. Greed doesn't come in when you don't have it, because you're in this humbleness, you're in this humility, you're in this like child's heart. Greed comes in when you have already been manifesting, yeah? But when it does, and if you know how to take that little gate, you know how to use greed to ascend, it becomes like, personally, when I start to crave, and obviously the reason there's craving and greed is because at that point that person is unavailable, they're not around, they had to, I don't know, take a trip or do things, and they're not around, right? Like that particular love of my life is currently on a meditation retreat for a week with no cell phone. So I've had to, it's like a wave, yeah? You have to ride the wave of greed, which is like texting him, sending him voice notes that he's not listening to because he's not around. This is my very human self talking. And I had to ride the wave of greed to come back and realize that it was the gateway to my ascension. Okay, so can you tell how we have like, there's a vaccine, right? Because it's like, how often do you want to go down to greed? Greed is the wave that takes you down to the bottom of the ocean so you can push off and meet your higher self, really meet your selfless. That selfless, it's like alchemy that then can have everything because she no longer needs anything. That's literally one of the most powerful places we can live and create from as women, and I'm sure men as well, but we just have a different way of life. Like we flow through this energy. So we're gonna have massive greed when we start having what we want, and we're meant to have massive, massive wealth, massive outcomes, massive success as women. We're meant to learn how to just call things in and have it be normalized. That, of course, we had another big thing manifest. And then when greed comes in, there's a way to have had it happen so often that it became a vaccine and not your downfall, right? It's like, can you use all the times where greed made you lose what you had gotten so it becomes this vaccine, and now you're vaccinated, and if people around you have greed, it doesn't pull you to that level, or there's a way to keep using it as an ascension portal. But it takes really knowing how to go from greed to the heart, back up to humility, back up to ascension. So it's like a continuum, yeah? Today you did it. You went up and you asked for an outcome through the balls of light, and you had a selfless, unconditional, loving, pure heart. You're gonna it's gonna just show up. There's nothing you need to do but follow guidance and just love your life and live your life and try to stay connected to the light, meditate with angels, clean your chakras, all of that. When it comes in, after a month, after 3 weeks, you're gonna start to maybe need to do this again for the next thing. Remember, we're like, it's like a train and there's wagons. Oh, yay, connected to the next thing, connected to the next thing. So greed will ask you for more, but what it's really asking you is to do more balls of light, asking for more through the light, not through the human. Do you see the difference? The human will experience desire through greed. Your higher heart, your truest heart, your like selfless heart will be like, Of course, yes, let's ask for more. But it's in service to the bigger picture. It's in service to everyone involved. Like, there's a way to ask for things for you to benefit you, or there's a way to ask for things where we all win. We all win. Okay. So I don't know how good of a job I am doing trying to give you all the codes and the energies, but all right. So this was kind of a meditation, visualization, and a little chit chat. Welcome to this space. I don't know where I'm going to post this. Maybe I'm going to do it in the Daniel Dove new fan page message Facebook group. But I just wanted to kick this off. Now, I will do some readings today as well for everybody. Daniel Dove is really particular about giving people readings after they have meditated with angels because it awakens your heart. I never really want to give readings to the part in you who's in the movie theater having a difficult time, because you won't see, you won't get it, you won't hear it, the codes won't come in. But if I meditate with you a little bit and you go up, then I give you a message, it will really land. Those become messages that you remember for the rest of your life. And I don't remember a thing that I've told you because I've channeled for an hour and I'm like, I don't even remember what I was telling you. So people, in Vegas when I gave these, they were like, do you remember? Do you remember? I'm like, I do not remember what I tell you because I wasn't really here. So I'm not fully channeling tonight. We're not all sitting in the same room in a spiritual center. But I will do my best to listen for what the angelic realm and your higher self and your soul want to give you. As I take my cards, my beloved cards. Sorry, I'm an oldie. I still have Doreen Virtue's cards. I don't know. I have other cards, but I have a hard time switching. And those are my, I don't know, from the 80s. I'm kidding, but pretty much almost from the 80s, 1980s. Probably not, probably 2000s. Early 2000s. All right, love, I will stop this video and start a new one. And yeah, I'm doing a blessing ball of light to go back into a spiritual center and just create another really high frequency vortex to take everybody to the light. So it's like a triangle. I just want to give you this picture. A triangle goes up to the light, you go up to creator, you go up, and then it goes down into the earth. Okay, you and then back to you. But you don't want to do life vertically all the time. It's exhausting. You're going to burn out, and it just feels like things are slow and doesn't manifest very fast. Go up, creator's light, the higher light, seventh realm, higher, blessing ball of light. Oh, ideal end result. You can see it, you can taste it, you can feel it. That's how I personally call in the rain when I want to make it rain. Or all the other way I manifest, and then go back down and see it manifest in 3D, okay? That's my $1 million tip right there. I think a lot of successful people do that. They just don't realize that that's what they do. I think they know that a lot of successful people are really smart and probably do a lot of really smart manifesting things, but they will see it, visualize it, project it, imagine it, push it out, probably through their higher consciousness, and then hands off, let it go. It's like you push a horse to gallop, you push a horse to go, and then you can take your hands off and go like this. Have you guys ever done that on a horse? Like they go, and then you could just go, and then they just will keep going. I think setting goals, calling things in, knowing it's already manifested, you just do it a little bit, and then you just go. It's coming in. We're just riding the wave. Then, of course, you've got to know when to come back and like get the horse to stop and get off the horse and maybe ground and just settle your energy after that. All right, I'm going to give some messages. I'll be right back.